Welcome. We've started a new series. Our movie begins with the actress Behin Mir, who wakes up suddenly from a dream. Her mother, Yang, turns off the alarm in a hurry because she has overslept and is late for work. She rushes out of the house but can't drive her car because another one is blocking her way. She decides to take the bus, but it makes her even later. When she finally arrives at work, the company manager is scolding everyone and firing several employees for the smallest mistakes. However, Behin Mir isn't fired because her work performance is excellent. A few moments later, she suddenly collapses to the ground.
We're reaching 20,000 subscribers. Please subscribe and don't forget to like. Please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to leave a like too.
The burning apartment. We then see an old man, the owner of an apartment building. Someone comes to him wanting to buy his house, but he refuses to sell. The man angrily closes his door. Moments later, the apartment catches fire. Behin Mir and her mother Yang arrive at the scene and find her brother and relatives waiting there. They check to see if everyone is safe. The body of the old man, the owner, is pulled from the burned section, and it's announced that he died in the fire. The father's return. Sometime later, Yang and her children hold a funeral ceremony for their father, who they were told had died in a motorcycle accident. But suddenly, the father returns home alive. Everyone is shocked. Behin Mir doesn't believe it's really him. The father is confused, touching everything and staring around, unsure if he's alive or someone else entirely.
We're reaching 20,000 subscribers.
Later, we see Behin Mir hurrying somewhere when she falls and injures herself. She tries to find a taxi, but none come by. Then her friend Nam appears and gives her a ride on his bicycle. When they stop, he gives her a bandage to cover her wound, and they start chatting. She remembers a time when he took her to the hospital and paid for her treatment. She checks her bag for money but doesn't find any, so she writes down his bank account to send the money later. After that, they part ways. Nam is later shown as a teacher who trains children in sports. Meanwhile, Yang and her husband argue about their painful past, each blaming the other. During the argument, Behin Mir and Nam show up, but something goes terribly wrong. In a moment of panic, Nam accidentally kills Behin Mir's father. It was a mistake caused by acting too quickly without checking the situation. Both Behin Mir and Yang are devastated. The family agreement. When the father regains consciousness, he and Behin Mir make a deal. If he fails to regain her mother's trust, he will give his entire apartment to Behin Mir. After signing the agreement, she reminds him to stay away from their lives and never return again. Secrets of the apartment. There are people spreading gossip and rumors about the family. They talk without knowing the truth. At the company, something mysterious happens involving the manager and his bodyguard's son, who secretly works in the same company. Behin Mir's father remembers threatening to expose the company once before. Later, while walking with his son, a man greets them, but when the man recognizes the father, he becomes angry and starts a fight. Some residents in the apartment believe the father was behind the fire that killed the old owner. They gossip constantly, accusing him of being responsible. But later, the father goes to the police station along with one of the witnesses and explains everything that really happened. The truth is revealed, and all the residents finally understand. They thank him, and even hold a celebration party for the new apartment owner.
We're reaching 20,000 subscribers. Please subscribe and don't forget to like. Please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to leave a like too. Behin Mir had a strong interest in learning boxing. One day she tested her strength and broke many wooden boards. Then she realized that she had a special talent and skill for boxing. After a short while, she broke even more boards and spent a long time practicing while feeling happy. She finished breaking many boards while her trainer was her friend Nam. After that, they went outside together, walking and breathing the fresh air. Another day, her father John was sitting in a hotel, wanting to eat something. But fortunately, he was given free food, which made him very happy. He told his friend that money is the best thing when it brings happiness to people, since John had recently held a party for the people living in his apartment building, who had thanked him greatly. Everything he wanted, they did for him for free, even praising him for it. His friend was also very happy about that. Meanwhile, John was thinking about an important agreement he had made, and how he could fulfill it and win over Young, who was involved in the deal. Otherwise, he would lose the apartment. But everything he wanted was stopped by Mary, who closed every door on him. Even a flower he wanted to buy, Mary got it before him. That caused a small competition and argument between father and daughter. The flower competition turned into a small fight. Mary rode her scooter to go home, but John did not give up. He was still a strong man who could not easily be defeated. Later he arrived at the house and gave the flower to Young, feeling sad. Meanwhile, Young was being followed by a man who wanted to kidnap her. When John found out, he informed the police and the neighbors. In the end, Mary and her family reached the police station after it was discovered that Young had killed a man. It was found that the man had previously caused trouble, and she and 3 other women later killed him, after they all attacked him together and overpowered him. For me. Was I missing? Those words deeply hurt Mary, and she became upset with her family. Her father John felt her sadness as she left alone, filled with sorrow and deep thought. Her father followed her, feeling her pain and the sadness that appeared on his face. Mir sat somewhere while the rain was falling, sad and crying. Then Nam came and took out an umbrella to protect her from the rain. They had a short conversation there, and Nam told Mir that he would always be by her side and with her forever. Mir was asleep, but her mother woke her up. She and her mother went to the garden, where they spent a very pleasant time together. Later, they became deeply nostalgic as they talked about their childhood days. After that, we see Mir, whose phone has been turned off by someone. Because of that, she became angry, and the thought crossed her mind to hit that person. However, she calmed down when she heard someone laughing. When she looked to see who it was, it turned out to be her friend Nam, which eased the situation. After that, Young was visited by a girl who lived nearby, but the girl seemed frightened. Young then began tidying up her room and noticed a photograph lying there. When she looked closely at the photo, she was shocked and said, "This is a lie. It's not real." She thought about the picture for a long time because it showed both her husband and that same girl together. However, she couldn't accept what she saw, and she became filled with sadness and deep reflection. Even her work performance changed. Her mind was elsewhere. Whenever someone asked her a question, she behaved like a distracted person because her thoughts were scattered. Likewise, her children were surprised by their mother's new behavior and couldn't understand the reason or meaning behind it. Meanwhile, Beyoung, Mer, and her friend Nam went to the beach. There, they met Mer's father, who was very angry. He said to her, "Why have you come back?" The deal he made with Mer was lost, and he no longer had Young's trust. Her father asked her why she had come there, but she didn't give any answer. They parted ways there, each going in a different direction. Our movie ends here for today. We'll see each other in the next episode, Part 2. Enjoy watching. Amazing Korean movies are coming soon. If you love Korean films, don't miss out. Hit subscribe so you won't miss any of the new episodes we're bringing your way. Support us with a like. Share with your friends so they can enjoy it too. This video will definitely blow your mind.
End of
watching.
part 1.
Popcorn and sparkles.